You don't answer that question, do you?
망하야 그 집안에 망하야잖아. 흥하야잖아. 떡떡이 혈을 죽거나 먹으라고.
So let's really draw the clear conclusion. That kind of house, if the children are thinking their own father is a crazy man, what do you think? That house will decline, will inevitably decline, or inevitably flourish?
어떠야?
Then how can we make that house flourish?
그 옆에서 너 아버지 이 자식아! 나는 우리 아버지 내 시끄러이 틀림이야 이 자식아!
So the children will say, your opponent, look, what are you talking about? You think my father is crazy? I am 100 times, 1,000 times more crazy than my own father. Okay, look at me. All right, come on. You want to find out? All right, well, taste it. Come with me. Then Satan, boy, I thought Reverend is tough. This one is tougher. Oh, they retreat, go backward. That's the only way. So, is there any other method you can find? Let me know. I need your advice. What's the better method? What kind of method do you have?
똑똑한 놈들 말이야. 똑똑한 이거 미국 시민을 대표하는 여러분들.
So, you are clever men, women. No, first-class citizens of the United States. All right, tell me. Is there any better method? What do you think?
자, 미국 사람들이 레버런만이 와서 브레인와시하는 참 대장을 하는데 브레인와신 받은 나는 레버런을 10대 100개 이상 브레인와시는 놈을 있고 미국 전체 국민을 소화할 수 있다고 이럴 수 있게 되면 미국은 살 수 있고 힘이 있고 자유롭게 살 수 있고 힘이 있다고.
They know the common name, and they call about father that's brainwasher. Then you think, you go out there. Yes, I'm really a brainwasher, but 100 times, 1,000 times the stronger brainwasher than Reverend Moon. I'm going to brainwash this whole country.
할아버지, 할머니 한꺼번에 놓고, 어머니, 아버지 한꺼번에 놓고, 부태끼리 한꺼번에 놓고, 아들, 딸 한 집안 8사람 놓고, 순식간에 브레인와시하는 놈들까지 다 이럴 수 있게 미국이 망해.
What do you think? I'm the one, all right. There's the whole family, grandfather, grandmother, and father and mother, and the children and the brothers and sisters. Everyone all come. Or one treatment. I'm going to change them. I'm going to brainwash them all. Actually, moonwash them. All right. So then, do you think this country will survive and prosper? Yes or no?
Yes.
That is the real conclusion. So each one of you become a 10 times, 100 times stronger brainwasher. Stronger than Reverend Moon. Who's going to train you? Who's going to train you, that kind of men and women? Who is the trainer?
Our master is Dr. Very good, you have welcomed him. Okay.
What about our master, Dr. Durst, will brainwash you, huh? We'll train you. We'll train you to be that strong.
너 그렇게 불러주고 자신을 물어보자.
So I want to ask that. So Dr. Durst, do you have ability to make everybody 100 times more crazier than father? Can you train them?
그래서 트리스를 아이스나 오늘 바로 요배요.
The father translates his Korean now. So we got to make all of you a tougher soldier, really crazier soldier, then father. That's the goal. Who shall make it? Who shall be a trainer for you?
Mr. Park.
Mr. Park is the trainer? Absolutely not.
Mr. Park.
Mr. Kwok is the trainer?
American president power.
How about American President Ronald Reagan?
CIA.
How about CIA chief?
FBI.
FBI chief?
Military power.
Military powers? Can they do it, huh? They can make it.
다 사망하지만 그래도 한 사람 앞에는 맞으면서 그래서 갖다가 굴면 떠올 수 있는 한 사람이 그 여술스러운 사람인데 그것이
The amazing thing is the tougher kind of word that's spoken in this platform is incredible. You know, so normally anybody only they need one treatment, they go away. Oh, no more. But the amazing thing is that you guys at least have one thing in common, that you just took the beat, then come back again to take a more beat, come back again to take a more beat. Well, that's one thing in common. But that only work only toward Father. You won't do that to anybody else. You are just like anybody else. Except the Father, you have to become different. When Father being hard on you, you just come back further. To be beaten.
나밖에 이런 훈련식이 없다는 것이 드러나는
So that means only Father can be a trainer of you, and that is most apparent, obvious statement. Obvious fact, true.
그 레브렌만이 힘든 줄 모르고 한다면 그거 죽일 사람이면 힘든 것을 잘 알면서도 그렇게 한다는 것은 감사해요.
But another amazing thing is that Reverend Moon doesn't know anything about. He's such a naive man, without knowing anything, just trying to push you out. They say, Father doesn't know anything. He doesn't know the reality. But that is not the case. Father knows the reality to the bone, and still pushing you out. That's what the greatness of the Father. Actually, I have a trainer myself. God is my trainer. God has been training me all throughout my life. But do you know one thing? That God never said to me even one word of kindness. One kind word has not yet spoken by God. God is still pushing, still testing, still pushing and punishing.
그만큼 서로가서는 육신으로는 써먹으면 됐지. 세상으로 말하면 위타약이인데 지금도 또 써먹고 그렇게 무자비한 편이야?
Father can say, God, what kind of cruel God are you? You've been tasked this man for 60 years. Don't you think it's good enough? I come to the retirement age now. Okay, say something about sweet. Something about the good thing about me and the kind things about me. Well, Father would be in that kind of position.
지금 보면 밤에서 가면 다르던데 지금도 더 흘러시고 나가오시기로 어떤 나가는 나이 한 살이 위돼서 세월하고 들쳐있네.
So, Father has absolutely no reservation, no hesitation. Whether your age is 55 or 1 year older than the Father, doesn't make a difference. Father is giving that absolute, standard training. So, Father's standard of the training is not his own thinking or his own standard. No, principle is the standard. The principle standard, that is the central theme of the training program. Do you follow? Huh?
너희들은 지금까지 트레이닝 프린스플에 대해서 환영할 수 있는데 이런 식으로 환영하지만 사실적으로 환영하기 싫어하는 입장이기 때문에 이것이 트레이닝이 아직까지 필요하다.
The problem is you at least convince that Father has a principle. That is good. But then you don't like the principle in action. That's the problem. You don't like that principle being executed. So therefore, Father, keep pushing you, keep pressing you, keep training you. So before the training is over, it's like cadets. Father cannot use you in a big way.
너들 조그만 호기생이 될 거야. 무슨 자이언트 투나가 될 거야. 자이언트 white whale 될 거야.
So what kind of animal are you going to become? You're going to become a small fish like this size? Or you're going to become a giant tuna? Or you're going to become a giant white whale? What kind of size is the fish would you want to become?
왜 눈이 커야 눈이 크고 입이 크고 몸뚱이가 크고 노릇노릇이가 태양을 자기 무대로 삼을 줄 알아.
If you want to become a whale, you should act like a whale. You open your eyes, you have a big mouth, big body, and you act like a whale, act like a king in the ocean.
무슨 것이야?
Nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. Nothing is threatening you.
일부러 얼굴하고 바다같이 결정대로 내가 이끌 완연하다. 이놈의 태양아.
So, you typhoon want to come, come. You on the ocean, you want to get mad, get mad. If nothing bothers me. Nothing bothers me.
얼음이 있기는 참 내 몸이 벌어져서.
If there's some hardship come in front of me, I'm going to be swim through it. That's the white whale.
그래?
Are you that kind of animal? You want to become?
원하친 선생도 무슨 좀 매일같이 변하지 않은 천집을 파다. 원하친 또 뭘 할 거야? 나의 인사서 취하니까 잘 살려고 사는데 이거 큰일 나는데? 아이고.
While you're coming up here in the bell there, boy, we all gonna face today. Father is all changeable, unpredictable Father. No way you can predict. I'm gonna be changed.
허리한 리다 새까만 그 옷대기 같은 거 세워놓고 뭐 와싱턴 책임자 꼭대기 앉아가고 뭐 10대 너때 책임자 위에서 해주시라고 그래?
Oh, yesterday Father said, the dark, small Korean skin boys and the Korean leaders on the top and say, you all come under 10 cities and the Korean leaders' domain and control and you must listen to the advice. Boy, what is going to be new today?
분행을 더 받으려고 하느냐 또 받고 대를 쓰려고 하느냐 볼 때에 미국이 새긴다는 대를 안 받으면 좋겠다 하고 한국 패들은 대를 쓰겠다 하는 두 개가 있다.
So there are two types of people primarily. Those who don't want to receive the training. No. I have enough. No more. That's the one type. Another type, I want to receive more training so that I can become a trainer. I want to go out the trainer. At least Korean leaders in that category. They've been beaten, all the time, but they want to become a trainer.
Don't touch me.
So the American leaders, basically what Father described. Leave me alone. Don't touch me. You're totally ready to be obedient or don't touch me type. The Korean leaders, there are a lot of imperfection. Father knew that and you know that. But at least they have one desire. They want to be beaten by Father, then take it seriously, and then go out trying to use that teaching and to become a trainer. What do you think? Do you recognize that the Korean leaders have that? The desire, the ambition? Yes. So that's the reason. Even the Father wants you to become a leader. But until you become totally trained, Father has to utilize Korean leaders. 해병대.
공격하는 그런 직격탄을 가슴에 폭발되는 것을 만나고 나서는 배들있는데 오늘은 너희들을 가져가지고 그들을 따라가지고 있어.
Think of it. In Lebanon, there's a kamikaze drivers who will diving into the marine barracks with the tons of dynamite in his truck, and they're crushing into their deaths. You see, these are the kind of enemies we are going to deal with. Now, you are the forces. You are going to be the one who deal with this kind of situation. How you be positive and more stronger than those people? What do you think? The kind of level we are determined now, do you think we're going to fulfill it? We're going to reach out? We're going to go beyond that level? They are the one who block the night, saying that you cannot break through. No, they're stopping you at night. So this is why Father has been so meticulously severe in training the leadership, knowing that it's not going to be easy to deal with our enemy, that is international communism. So last several weeks, there are movements internationally trying to physically eliminate, trying to damage Reverend Moon's movement as well as eliminate him physically. So this is Father sees this kind of phenomena is an indication for that we all arrived at a turning point.
거기에 태어난 한 나라가 많아서 만들었으니 나라를 사랑하는 레브런문의 아들을 개 떨어치는 것이 전부가 이것이 태어난다는 뜻인데 하나는 흥지를 데려갔다고.
So in this situation, Father sees that someone has to be, Korean situation. Look at the Korean airline instances, Rangoon instances. The communism become rampant, so that whole country of Korea is threatened. So therefore, there's a incredible hectic. The showdown period has arrived, and the free world would not survive without paying, major sacrifices. In that position, Hung Jin-nim has been given. So what about? Do you think, a father will be physically eliminated at this time? That would be better? And then the president of the Republic of Korea, would be a sacrifice, would be dead. Then what happened? The whole country would become a turmoil. So God has to claim that, or Satan would claim something that God will protect Korean nation. For that reason, God has to allow the most beloved son of true parent, Hung Jin-nim, should be given as a sacrifice. When Father was in Korea last December, Korean leaders did not obey Father. They were not absolutely united supporting Father. They just reluctantly, follow the instruction, with half-hearted, but then all of a sudden when they follow, it becomes extraordinary success. It's the same situation is occurring here. Father is speaking to you with the worldwide leadership, most serious and an incredible instruction. When you take the instruction lightly, you disobey Father, then the same situation will be repeated. The sacrifices have to be paid. So, first, communists. They're aiming at Father's life. Second, they're aiming at the unification of key leaders. And if they cannot successful in that area, then they will definitely hit father children again. That is the law of indemnity. So, just
미국과 선생님 아버지를 대신 아버지 대신 낳는데 죽겠다고. 그 아버지와 하나님을 위하여 하나님 아버지를 위하여 참부모를 위하여 미국을 친구들을 위하여 미국을 위하여 전 세계를 위하여 공산 세계를 위하여 내 생명을 품기와 질로 바치기를 자신할 수 있는 우리가
we today must resolve that we're going to follow the footsteps of Hung Jin-nim, who demonstrated through the loyal subject role and the son of the filial piety, who always said that I am willing and ready to die for the sake of the Father in his place. And we shall use this spirit as a model, an example.
이스라엘 민족이 가나안 육지를 가기 전에 12사람 정탐꾼을 보는 것과 마찬가지로 우리가 그 정탐꾼의 한 사람으로 영광으로 할 줄 알아야 한다고.
Before the city of the castle of Jericho is taken, there was 12 spies were dispatched. And remember, we are sort of like a spy dispatched by God to the city of Jericho. We are honored to be chosen. So that's why I give you the time until April the 1st. That's the deadline. That's the final deadline. April the 1st. Now on. You must make yourself absolutely clear from now on what you're doing.
하나님도 갈 것이 없고 종교도 다 없어지고 세계는 공산당 앞에 말인데
Without this, you have no way to go, and no way you can win, and well, eventually our destiny would be the same. That is, we become a prey of communism. They will victimize us. Or we are ready to be beheaded by the communist sword.
너희들 주변에 너 나라와 너 세계가 내가 먼저 죽었다고 하면 너 나라와 너 세계는 남아줄 수 있다.
So when you die in that fashion, your country and your world shall be demolished. No question. Therefore, before my country, before my world, I am going to give up my life first. Then everything will live. Your world will survive, your nation will survive, and you yourself will survive. Father abandoned Korea, which is comfortable if your father stayed in that country, but came to this country for 14 years now. And for the sake of this country and the world, upon incredible persecution. Once Father feels the sufficient foundation is erected in this country, then Father will move on to next target, next goal, next region. So Father will always be at the front line. So always ahead of you, step ahead of you, to be there, to fight the battle first before you come. Serious.
사형수와 같이 형장에 불려나가는 이름을 부를 수 있는 직전에 서 있던 지금 이름을 부를 때의 사형수의 그 비참한 모습.
So we always feel like a convicted prisoner who are waiting for the execution. That's the kind of serious feeling. And those who receive the death sentence, convicted for death, to death.
그런 생각은 죽고자 그 삶과 자기 나라와 자기는 삶이라는 그 세계를 위해서 죽으면 세계가 살 수 있는 길이 생기고 나라를 위해서 죽었으면 나라가 살 수 있는 길이 생기고 그러니까 살 갔다고 하게 되면 그 살 갔다는 사람은 자신도 죽는 동시에 그 나라와 그 세계가 죽는다고 말해야 돼.
So what I want you to understand, that's the most principle, the secret principle that will always work. There's some group of people, some individual who are ready to give up his life for the sake of something greater than himself, such as nation and a world and a humanity, God. They're always a hope and survival and prosperity. Do you follow?
그러니까 너희 몇배 트레이닝 받는 거야.
So, how much tough training are you willing to receive? How much?
여러분, 이거 통일교회가 이 세계의 이 스탠드 챔피언 되기 위한 트레이닝이 박싱 세계 헤비 챔피언급 그 트레이닝보다는 더 쉬울 것이야, 어려울 것이야. 시야에 갔어, 어려울에 갔어.
So what do you think? Unification church training, in order to win the worldwide victory, is compared to the heavyweight championship on the ring, the bout, on the ring, compare the two difficulties, the hardship of the two training, the box championship training and the unificationist training. Which one should be tougher in terms of consequences? Which one should be tougher? Boxer's training or Mooney's training? Huh? You really think so?
박사 그 코치하는 사람이 이게 트레이너라면 때리게 될 때 아이고 막 받아서 그래서 이런 복수하자 나 후퇴한다 이러면 갔나? 막 부서 또 대도 나오대.
What do you think? Training, trainer, the boxer trainer, so it's always the student to be beaten. Would you the beaten and kicked and so forth? Then that the champion will say, "Why did you hit me? Huh? Why I'm not going to be hit by you, but Do you think that is that the good student the protest against his own coach? No, good student will say, "Yes, that was good. All right, you come upon me even stronger. Okay, so that I can build my own strength." That's the good student, good boxer would do that. Are you that kind of boxers?
Yes.
Huh? You're willing to get even closer and tougher? Yeah, are you that kind of trainees?
Yes. Yes.
Huh?
Yes. Yes.
아, 맨날 캐치가 다.
Huh? So, are you that kind of trainees? Yes or no? Father, always think.
공산당 벌써 문제를 내가 훈련은 이 미국 젊은이를 통해서 사작되는 미국이 정말 많이 거라.
Father, always that serious. Looking at the ultimate goal, in Moscow. I need a trained soldier for the Moscow invasion. Moscow operation. And looking at that, this goal. Where are we, my soldiers?
Especially American.
Especially American. Especially Americans.
축복의 나라인 거야.
Because this country, Father came and blessed this country.
그래서 무슨 말인지.
Do you follow, huh?
매수를 또 뭐야? 매수는 사실은 하는 같은데 무슨 또다 알고 뭘 공부 또 틀리냐?
You say, well, divine principle, Father, we've been learning divine principle for the last 10, 20 years. So we don't need any more divine principle lectures upon us. We just all old hat.
타겟이라는 것은 말이야. 본래 타겟은 이런 원형이 있구만.
All right. This is a bullseye. Bullseye. Target.
이것도 맞아도 합격이야. 이것도 합격이야. 이것도 합격이야.
All right.
합격이 전부 다 합격이야.
You can hit anywhere inside the bullseye. You are pretty good marksmanship. You're pretty good shooter. All right. Here it's okay. It's still you hit the bullseye. Here is okay. Here's okay. You know.
여기 맞은 것은 일이 들어가야 되고 여기 맞으면 일이 들어가고 여기 맞으면 열이 들어가야 되고 여기 맞으면 열이 들어가야 되고 여기 맞으면 열이 들어가기 위한 것이.
But what about Father's goal? Father's goal is that the person who hit this area want to move up the next area, move into next area, move in next area, and ultimately hit right in the center of the bullseye. Center of the bullseye.
어느 정도 맞추고 싶어?
So where? Your marksmanship should hit. You want to become what kind of marksmanship? The shooter are you going to become? Here or center?
자, 그럼 하나님이 네, 세이탄, 세이탄, 어딜 보고 갔나? 타겟 어딜 보고 갔나? 요거 맞히냐 못 맞히냐 보고 갔나? 이거 맞히냐 보고 갔나?
What do you think? God and Satan is spectators. They're watching your marksmanship training. All right, they're watching here. They're pretty good. Or they're watching all of you who is going to hit the center of the bullseye. Which one they're watching?
센터 들어가면 저 출발했다. 하나님은
So.
타겟을 누르고 하나는 좋아하고 사탄은 슬퍼.
So once you hit the center of the bullseye, God is jubilant. Boy, did it. He did it. My champion did it. But Satan becomes very no good, very discouraged. Oh, no, another bullseye. No. But then you missed the target, Satan jubilant. Look at that. What kind of waffle soldiers God has. What do you think? Huh? Isn't that true?
그러면 이 훈련 대장으로 세는 레버넌 어디에다 맞춰있고 훈련해야 되냐?
Reverend Moon training method is driving you toward the center, step by step. Driving you toward the center. No question about it.
몇 천발을 쏘라, 몇 천발. 몇만 발. 몇만 발을 해.
To train, to be able to hit the center, you may not know how much rounds you have to shoot. 100, 10,000, 100,000? No, you never know how many practices are needed. So?
이것은 30년 내가 해보거나 올리다 30년에 있나 보겠어. 너 지금이라도 강의할 때는 2시간을 3시간 기도하고 해야 돼.
So look at the Reverend An. For 30 years he's been teaching the divine principle. Now Father is telling him, now you think you know divine principle? Absolutely not. If you lecture 1 hour divine principle, you gotta pray for 3 hours to make that 1 hour successful. Even that, 30 years later, that's the criteria. No? Can you accept that?
30년 동안 해먹어서 눈 감고도 해볼 또 없이 정성들을 기도하면서 그걸
30 years lecturing, you must become a virtuoso, you must be an expert. So you can blindly you can close your eyes, you can hit the bullseye. But still, Father said, not at all. You have not learned the principle yet. So, from the point of view of God, that person, humble, pray fervently before you go out for lecture. Then that person will hit the bullseye. But he thinks that, well, I know the material top to, cover to cover. God will. God is that attitude. That's God's principal attitude. God prepared from the very beginning. Therefore, when he stand up in front of the lecture, student. So that person then, even after lecture, and give more prayers, more meditation, more study, more research, Satan completely, demolished. Satan will say, boy, I cannot deal with this kind of man. Well, I will give up and run away. Satan will give up. What about you American people? Can accept that? Can you do that?
원리가 탕감법도 모르고 어떻게 되는지 모르고 지금 뜻이 어떻게 들어가는지 모르고 원리 다 아는데
Without even knowing, you think you know divine principle? Lie. That is false. You don't know the law of the indemnity.
너희들이 알고 있는 디바인 프린시플을 가져가지고 사탄과 하나님이 죄를 넣고 한번 시험해보자 할 수 있는 자격이 되는 거예요.
So, if you really know the divine principle, then do you think I can use you as the material to test the divine principle before God and Satan? Do you want to be an instrument? God will say, well, since this man knows the divine principle, I want to use in my instrument to test the divine in front of Satan. No, are you confident you can win that kind of test? So Father emphasized the lecturing all the time so much, but you don't even still very few really can lecture well.
I am a representative state. Who touched me? I don't like that kind of attitude.
So you've been, sometimes you just absolutely arrogant. By doing so, you think, well, don't touch me. I know the material. I'm a representative. I'm a state leader. I'm this, and so. Actually,
실전 경영하는 낙제야. 실전 경영하는 낙제들이다.
any soldier who does not have actual battle experiences is a flunk. Because that person has no experience, no result. So you've got to prepare yourself a result that can be demonstrated in front of God. And Satan, in front of Satan. In front of Father. Very serious matter. We got to set this tradition. So because of few of you's mistakes, American nation, this gigantic country, can be ruined. The 800 million white population may be ruined. So Father is in a position to train you as a representative of the white people of 800 million. And so that you can become a white people principal, school principal, the lecturer and the school teacher and the professors, so that because of few of you, white generation can survive and prosper. I want you to understand. Future generation of unification members will be resemblance to you, will take after you, because American Moonies are going to be like you, because they are going to learn from you. They're going to be taking after you. Even your father is alive. So you are the yardstick, measure, scale, model. But Father worry, therefore, one thing. If American Moonies follow your pattern that is far away from the God's ideal and the Father's own model, This is what Father worries.
실천적.
Whether you like it or not, you follow Father's principle, Father's, way of teaching.
그래야 하나님 받아들일 수 있는 너의 대군 세계가.
Then you will become a wide world that can be accepted by God.
무슨 말이냐서?
Do you follow?
우리 자식들 지금까지 주일에 가지고 이랬다는 세월을 몇 사람 정도 했어?
So many years, you've been out there. How many people you brought into the movement? Where are they? Where are all these multitude of people? Your spiritual children. Not many out there. But in the meantime, Father has been dealing with the nation and the world and the government and organizations. Incredible battle. Father is at the forefront.
유일을 만들고 와싱턴 타임 만들고 오렌지를 만들고.
So Father has been doing all kinds. New Era, ICUS, Washington Times, all ancient.
사실은 여러분 모르는 총격전, 총진격전.
Now that behind your knowing, Father is really moving into a final sort of a showdown in the political arena, economic arena, religious arena.
와싱턴 포스트가 우리를 좋아서 신문해줄 것 같아?
Washington Post is not gonna come out and support you.
타임 매거진이 우리를 좋아서 문의를 지지해줄 것 같아?
Do you think Time magazine, because they found the Moonies? No. They only act upon pressure in the public opinion. So, what is your accomplishment? Show me a record of accomplishment. Do you follow? Yeah?
이 싸움은 어차피 하지 않고는 못.
Unless we do this battle,
싸움을 싸워야 이기지 않고는 못 건너가야 못.
without battling this particular battle, the particular campaign, you would not go over. This night, we got to conquer this night in order to be arriving at the sunrise. So, the God desiring kingdom of heaven on earth will never come unless we are able to conquer that night and pass through the night, reach the morning of sunrise.
그래서 우리는 원수까지도 원수는 밤인데 밤을 놔두면 된다고. 한국과 일본이 원수요, 일본과 미국이 원수요, 미국과 독일이 원수요. 이 밤과 같은 원수권을 날면서 하나만 되는 거예요.
So we are conquering the night. That means we are loving our own enemy. We digest our enemies. This is the reason Father putting the enemy nation together. Korea, Japan, enemy nation. Japan and United States, enemy nation. Japan and the Germany and the U.S. Germany are enemy nation.
자, 이것은 어디서 사면 되잖아. 저기서 만들자는 말이야, 이거서 만들자는 말이야.
Where do we make all this one-to-one? What territory we would do that? Germany, Japan, where? Korea? No, where? Where do you think Father putting this four nations together into one?
미국밖에 없잖아, 미국밖에.
United States of America.
미국의 수많은 민족을 화살키는 훈련하는 거야.
Because this is a nation with, all the multitude of nationalities can come together. So,
미국을 국가에 미국 밤을 잃어버리는 미국. 만들어낸 사람을 부르는
so we have to conquer the night. We-
밤이
But there was a night ahead of us. So in order to,
넘어가야 되는 거지.
so America is a night, communism is a night, and we have to pass through that night in order to reach the morning sunrise. Yeah? Yeah.
교인에게서 가면 한국 사람, 미국 사람, 일본 사람, 독일 사람 하나 되는 밤이야.
So Unification Church, the night is the unity of the enemy countries.
Remember, moon is
Night. Moon is night. Is our night is nothing else. But the unity of the enemy countries come together into one. That test is our night.
그러니까 나도 또 일본 사람 싫어, 한국 사람 싫어, 남의 사람 싫어, only I like Korea.
So that's why Dr. Des cannot say that I don't like the Japanese, I don't like Korean, I don't like German. No, I only like America. That
우리서 이 밤을 지내야 돼.
no, no. Dr. Des has night.
한국 책은 도대용, 아니 일본 사람을 왜 도대용? 아까 저기 사람을 도대용. 왜 그래? 아니 생각나는데
So the more and more each year, this country is saturated by the Japanese, Koreans, and the Germans. Why is that? Why Father has to do that? No, in order for you to pass through the night.
뭐라고? 미국 사람 너희들이 한국보다 너희들은 아들에는 한국 사람, 일본 사람은 12시야.